Hello, everybody. I'm Dale Pinkert. I'm your anchor here. Just a quick look around. Still think that the Aussie's headed towards a 71 handle or a little bit lower for buying opportunity. Crude extending its bounce. Gold looking a little heavier to me than the crude. Never got to the 3-drive line in Euro, but it did diverge at least once or twice here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Made new highs. Pretty clean divergence here. Dollar coming back to 3-drive to a bottom formation, and yen is working a bit. And even though Canada came off, I'm still looking for one more push up in Canada to here. Looks like about 38.25. Who's in the house? Hi, Peg. Alien, how are you? Hope your daughter's doing well. Pipper, Alexandros, how are you? Khalid, Ali, Fab, MRC, Jax, Tosin. How's everyone doing today? Day before the Fed. There's some things I want to do, but I keep hearing that echo in my, hi Ron, I keep hearing that echo in my head. Why do anything in front of the Fed? It's kind of a roulette bet. You know, the fear of missing something that I'm looking for. Balancing that with the fact that it's a red or black bet after the Fed. The market's looking for them to move and then coattail it with a very dovish statement. So I think I'm just going to react to the reaction and wait until we get the Fed and the statement out of the way to initiate anything new. Hi, Alexandros. Hello, Mauricio. Want to remind everyone that this Friday we have the Outlook 2016 panel. I believe it's during LAR hours. Maybe Adinda could post it. Welcome back, Tosin. JM, how are you? MRC, how you doing? What's up, Khalid? How's your pound Swiss trade working out? So we diverged also in euro pound here. We didn't quite get to the 3rd drive in euro pound or euro. If there's one more wave down in Guppy, I think it should be from these levels. Again, the Fed making me hesitant to, this could just be an ABC before we get the plunge to 180. Hello, Abel, how are you? D Vista, hello, Fab. So are you guys trading, or you kind of like me want to wait till we get the Fed out of the way? S&P's posted pretty good reversal with follow through today. I got lucky and covered my VIX positions yesterday before the market recovered. Also a great cover by Ricardo on his S&P short yesterday. Okay, buddy. Great to see your name in here, Alien. We're going to be talking to Greg Michalowski today. Greg works with Adam at Forex Live. He's a great trader. Yeah, Alien tweeted a nice chart on euro pound, on euro yen. He thought we could either pull back to 32 before we go, or we could go from here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, Pipper, you don't want to miss anything. So tell me what you're doing. What should we be doing? Where should I bet red or black? Just curious what I should do here. Yeah, there it is. That's for you, DKDick. Nice look, Alien, on Euro Yen. So, got a couple of paths. They both lead higher. Again, red or black bet into the Fed, but they both head higher. I concur with it. This was a confirmed high. Looks like a flag to me. Everyone thank Alien for his Euro Yen look. So I thought about you, DKDick, when I saw Alien's chart this morning. Thank you, Alien. Great to have you back. Missed the extraterrestrial. Give me a Y. Here's mine. I always miss Alien when he's not around. You're part of my edge. I don't need you, but I like you. I like your stuff. Yeah. Well, I know. Just missed it. So threes don't always happen, Alexandros. Yeah. But look, there was a 3 in here, though. You know, it's interesting. Look at this, buddy. We didn't get down to the line here, but look at this. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of interesting, don't you think? That even though we didn't get down to the line, you still saw a 3 candle pattern here. Thank you, Alexandros. Also, Alexandros called the bottom in the yen. I was talking about a 3 drive as well in US dollar yen, and that's manifesting. Thank you, Alex. It's no trip to Hollywood, the yen, yet. But this was a pretty classic 1, 2, 3, above 30 here. Nice call, Alex. So I'll be talking to Greg Michalowski at Greg Mike FX. No, but I teach a course. Yeah, we didn't quite get a 3 drive. Dinda, can you post the link of my coaching sessions for D Vista? Or Mauricio, maybe you could do that while I'm showing charts here. It's under coaching program on the FX Street homepage. Yeah. Right in the cloud. Yeah. Looks negative. Thank you, Alex. Little 3 drive there too. Mystic was he was on top of it yesterday. Mystic called it. I'll do it. DVista, check out this link. That's for you, DVista. Otherwise, you could stick around and I talk about it as well. Thank you, Alex. Hey, Ziggy. So Ziggy created this tweet for me today. Nice, Ziggy. Glad to serve, Alexandros. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. You better not cry. You better not pout. I know when you're in and I know when you're out. Dale Claus is coming to town. I know when you've been scaling. I know when you're all in. So don't complain when you're stopped out. Or I won't bring you gifts. So you better not cry. And you better not pout. I know when you trade and I know when you're out. Dale Claus is coming to town. Merry Pipmas, everybody. Merry Pipmas. Merry Pipmas, everybody. Good, Alex. So Alex saw the 3 drive. 1, 2, 3, just like the dollar. It wasn't classic because it did get up to the line, just like Alex was shown in the dollar. But it did diverge, pretty glaring divergence. This was drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. They don't always get to the line, and sometimes they blow through the line. But pretty classic. Everyone doing okay? Hello, Ricardo. How you doing, Ricky? Ricky Ricardo. Yes. Yeah, it did. Yes, Ziggy came into Macy's and got that picture of me. I didn't know he knew I had a gig at Macy's playing Santa this year. This gig completed my conversion, playing Santa Claus. Hello, Shorty. Welcome back. Everyone, welcome Shorty back. Hi, Abel. Hello, Mystic. Mystic started probing the short side of the euro before anyone in here. So I am going to award Mystic with the Man Award because he started probing the short side of euro, I think, right here yesterday. Or maybe it was here. Hold on. Yeah, it was here or here. Nice trade, Mystic. Everyone congratulate Mystic for his bearish bias and shorting the euro yesterday. You're the man, Mystic. Congratulations. Less leverage when you trade the markets. Use wider stops so you don't get picked off. You don't use less leverage, you'll lose your head, your account. It may be dead. Use less leverage when you trade the markets. Use wider stops so you don't get picked off. If you don't use less leverage, you'll lose your head, your account. It will be dead. Use less leverage. Speech, Mystic. Give us your acceptance speech. I know this is a life-changing moment in your life. Right, buddy? This is life-changing when you receive the Man Award. Any words for the community, Mystic? Everyone congratulate Mystic, acknowledge he was on top of this turn in the euro before anyone else in here yesterday. Who thinks Mystic is a great addition to our community? Give me a Y if you do. Here's mine. You still like the short side? 98.20? Okay. You have a chart of it? Hi, Carlos. Are you looking at the March contract? See, you're already welcome, Mystic. So I don't have a live Dixie chart. There's the S&Ps. I don't know if this is going to be a failing rally or we're just going to blow to new highs here. And welcome to our community. I still like whatever that handle is. 98.20. Okay. Why not a rally back to 99.5 and then fail? Why not back to here? That maybe this is A or 1 and we get B up to 99.5 and then fail again? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, thanks, Mystic. So that's what I'm thinking in the Dixie. Rallies into a rate hike. Yeah. Well, I think it's 70-70, 70-80. I think we'll take out the 71 handle. I see. Yeah. Thank you for the look. I still like. It's a nice look. I'm going to call you Still. Thank you, Still. Your handle's too long to say all the words. Everyone thanks Still. Everyone doing okay? So who follows Greg Michalowski? I think Greg used to be with Oanda. I'm not sure. He's now with Adam Button. That's what I think. I think that's what too many people think. We got a pitchfork here. Wow, that's a pretty bearish view. Down here, 87. So first back here to 95, 94, and then here. Thank you, Still. Very interesting look. Is this a weekly? A monthly? It's a monthly. Yeah, it's only 2 drives, but could be. Thank you, Still. Very good look. I think Carlos has something. I'm going to thank Still for a nice macro telescopic view of the dollar. There's Carlos' look at the Aussie. Thank you, Carlos. I'm looking for 71. Okay. Thank you, buddy. Here's what Aussie looks like to me. So I've been talking about heading down towards the 71 handle, starting to get a little bit of a wedge look here. Starting to look like a wedge. Or some kind of channel here. Right. So Greg Michalowski will be with us in about 45, 50 minutes. We have our stock market opening in 5 minutes. Alien, you have an S&P view here? You have an S&P view? A lot of people talking 2200. Could still manifest. And an updated gold view. And the gold just doesn't look ready to me. Looks like it might challenge. It's got to hold here to put in a higher low. This is still a higher low. But the daily doesn't look that great. I actually have some intersecting gold targets under 1,000 here on the daily. See that? Comes in under $1,000. Who thinks this gold low is going to hold? I mean, it was diverging down here. I think you just react to, you fade the Fed tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, Aileen. Yeah, I noticed that too. Dollar weakened and the gold is sitting what, $15 off the low. That's a good point. I think Nicola said that too, and she was bearish the dollar, bullish euro, but not bullish gold. She made that point last week at Nick Trades. We have any new handles in here with us today? Izzy's in the house. How are you, buddy? Luimo's back. MRC, how are you? Doug, hello. Rick is quiet. Ron the Dutch, what are you looking at? So what's your best idea, guys, post-Fed? So we're preparing ourselves for possible trades post-Fed. And we don't know what the Fed's going to do, but we could do these things. If this does this, then I'll do that. If the euro does this, I'll do that. If the yen does that, I'll do this. Capiche? So you prepare mentally for trades that if the markets do something, how are you going to react to it? Instead of focusing energy on, I wonder which way the markets are going to go on the Fed. I wonder what the Fed is going to do. I wonder if the statement will be dovish. And that's a waste of mental energy. So what you need to do is say, if this instrument goes up to here or down to there, what am I going to do about it? Where am I looking to execute if an instrument moves in this direction? How about an amen for preparation? And a lot of it's mental. As you noticed, Alien already has a bias to fade any dollar strength. A lot of people are looking to do that. So don't waste your energy on trying to figure out what the news will be, because we trade markets. So focus on what the markets will do. What do you guys think? Good idea? Just call me Coach. Just call me Coach Pinkert. Thank you, Miss Shitzy. I completely understand, Ron. Nothing wrong with taking the rest of the year off, recharging your battery. In fact, it's a great idea. Thank you, Zig. Maybe still. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Here's Alien's projections for S&P. Okay. 2150. Okay. I could see that happening. Is it a fib number? 100%. Because I know a lot of guys are talking 2250. Thank you, Alien. 880. Okay. That's a 1980 high. That's 61.8 back, Pipper. 61.8. Yeah. Or get the bearish scenario. Yeah. So everything's at 2102. Thank you, Alien. Thank you, Alien. Everyone doing all right? Stand by for our interview. Oil ETFs are better. Okay, buddy. Thank you, Alien. I'm going to sit on my hands, I think. So I covered my bearish positions in S&P yesterday, and I'm thinking about recommitting here because I'm afraid of missing a break. I think I'll just hand my mouse over to my wife, and yeah, it'll be tweeted. He tweets it too. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. Hello, Mr. Postman. Thank you for the letter. It's from my baby far away. Wait, Mr. Postman, it couldn't be my letter. Baby doesn't write this way. Didn't say she loves me. Oh, she's thinking of me. Didn't say sincerely. Oh, she missed me dearly. At the end was just goodbye, my friend. Everyone doing all right? Everyone doing all right? Everyone doing okay? Everyone doing okay? Hang on, I'm doing something. Okay. I put my toe back in the water. Yeah, I put my toe. It's funny you post that. All right, Jack's a short cable. Nice, buddy. So it came off. Beautiful. Nice look, Jax. Nice trade. Congratulations. This box, 7160 or 7060. Thank you, Cyric. Euro pound. Thank you, Jax. Sirik. Nice shot, Jax. Beautiful. So the guppy's probably failing from up here too. Nice shot. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, everyone. I'll be back in 5. You could continue to share your ideas via screenshots, text. I want to thank everyone for sharing their ideas so far today. Stick around for Greg Michalowski at Forex Live at Greg Mike FX, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Adinda. Okay, I'm back. That was a quick break. I don't take advantage. Get your morning salad from your girlfriend. You got the life, Louima. Yeah, breaking through the cloud, huh, buddy? Thank you, Alex. Hey, you, get off of my cloud. Hey, you, get off of my cloud. Don't hang around with all the da-da-da-da, Rolling Stones. Back to here, huh? 22. Thank you, Alex. You're a scholar and a gentleman. Hello, Monir. Yes, Monir. How can I help you? Thank you, Alex. I figured we'd take this out. I figured we'd take out this high because I made this the anchor of the wedge. Look at that. So 100% retrace takes it to 2.25. Yeah, you got it. Maybe just take these stops out. I concur with you, my trading warrior brother. I concur with you. What kind of fool am I? All right. Oh. Yeah, the crude is popping. I didn't buy the ETF. Everyone doing okay? Everyone doing okay? So, long euro setup. Thank you, Jax. Jax is looking at the long side of euro here. Could be. Thank you, buddy. Everyone thank Jax. Potential pivot here. He's taking the long side of euro here. Don't fade Jax. Nice, Rick. Pretty good cover in the S&P yesterday, too. So Jack's caught the short side of the pound, and now he's got a long setup in euro. Thank you, Jax. Everyone else doing all right? You looking for 40? Okay. Aussie still looks heavy to me. I have a 200 coming in at 39. Gold's still heavy. Thank you, Rick. How are you, Happy? Welcome back, Happy. Welcome to LAR. Good night. Welcome, good night. Everyone, welcome, good night. And my target area and planet. How are you guys? How's everyone doing? Okay. Well, you're definitely one of the more confident ones. Good night. You don't lack confidence. I hope you don't have hubris, though. Nice to meet you. Everyone, welcome. Good night to our community, the best trader in the universe. Thank you, Jax. Everyone doing all right? Probably about 15 minutes away from talking with Greg. Okay, thank you, Misty. So what we do in here, good night, is we share our ideas. If you're willing to, we do it via screenshots. The picture speaks 1,000 words. So if you'll scroll back, I'm sharing my analysis and the community does that as well. $84.10. Thank you, Rick. Yeah. This could just be an ABC. What kind of low is this? Had a little divergence here, but pretty good confirmed low. I concur. want to thank Ricardo for the pound kiwi. Thank Mystic for his live call here. Okay, you're a scalper. What time frame do you trade off of? 30 minute? 15? Mystic's got to look for us here. Okay. So you think we'll take these highs out? So you and Jax are on the same page. Good night's on the same page. Lars looking for a pop in euro here. We have a confluence of opinions, and I'm sure everyone uses a different method and came to the same conclusion. That's a great mastermind at work. Okay, Alex. See you, buddy. Thank you for all your great shares. Anything what? Oh, time frames? Not sure I got you. I'm not sure what you mean by anything. That's all. Something. Thank you, Mystic. Forex Speaker is in the house. Welcome, Forex Speaker. And welcome, Speaker, to the community. Everyone doing okay? You know, the Canada really didn't come off much with the crude pop, but we could be setting up some type of descending triangle here, right here. Maybe we have a descending. Welcome, my target. Welcome, target, to our community. So you guys, if you want to share your ideas, we do it via screenshots. You're not compelled to do it, but if you have a giving spirit and you want to share your work, just go ahead and post the links of your screenshots and I'll show them to people. Valerie's in the house. I want to welcome Valerie Delar. Everyone, Delar, welcome to Valerie, please. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the live analysis room. How you doing, Cyric? Planet? How are you, my trading warrior brother, Planet? So really, with crude rallying about $3, it's been pretty muted response. I still think we could get a third drive in Canada up towards 8.25. Maybe that happens into the Fed. Everyone doing okay? Say you need a new car. Why don't you hang out in LAR? Say you rent and want to buy a house. Hang out with us before you click your mouse. And if you want to be a star, show your charts in LAR. L A R R R R R R R R. In case you want to buy a house, you ought to hang with us before you click your mouse. Everyone doing okay? Yeah, use max leverage when you trade the FOMC. All right. Use max leverage when you trade the Fed. You might get lucky or you might be dead. Use max leverage to turn 100 into 10K. But be aware your money will just go away if you use max leverage. Max leverage. Bye-bye, good night. 108? What do you mean 108? Okay. Nice chart. This is from Good Night. Looking for 990. Thank you. Thank you, Good Night. Nice look. Thank you, Night. I'm not sure what you mean, 108 in Canada? You're looking for 108 in USD CAD? Nice scalp, Rick. Stand by for Greg. $140. Okay. Oh, you're looking for that kind of move, huh? Okay. You have a chart? There's a real Canada bear. So you're looking for $80 crude oil. You're looking for $80 crude oil still? Well, Valerie, my name's Dale Pinkert, not Noster Pinkert. I prefer to react to the Fed news instead of guess. Is that you, Greg?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Greg, great to see you, buddy. How are you? It's been a while.
Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better.
All right. Well,
I didn't know if I'd come right into it.
Happy holidays, bro.
Hey, happy holidays to you.
So you're wrapping up about a year with your new project, working with Adam at Forex Live. How'd the year go?
Great. Got a lot of new stuff there. Had some introduced the attacking currency trends traders course, which we sold out every time that we did it. Kept the audience down, and to a limited amount of traders out there, and was a great success. Developing
How many per class? How many per class?
Just 25, but it was that was purposely done because we wanted the student body to be concise and limited, and so it worked out just great.
And at that level, you could interact with questions and
absolutely. It was a whole process. We had coursework on Friday and Saturday, sort of learning the act way, and then we took it into the next week into trading room and spent some time, and then during that time had the other boys from Forex Live join us, for presentations on things like option, how options and settlements, especially like the 4 p.m. fixing and stuff like that, how it influences the markets. Adam came on, talked a lot about fundamentals and such, and Ryan also gave his views from a little bit more of a longer-term perspective, which was great. And Eamon out of our Asia Pacific area gave his views of the markets and such, and how to trade the market. So it was a great experience, and we're working on different things for 2016 now, and look forward to getting them going as well. So good first year at Forex Live, and we've got bigger and better things. I know Adam joins you regularly here, and I'm happy and honored to be with you here today, and especially during this
we have that panel 2016. We have that 2016 Outlook panel that he's part of this Friday. So, Greg, the burning question: does Janet move tomorrow?
Okay. There's no doubt.
And she coattails it with a real dovish statement that we're just going to raise once, and then we're going to start QE in April.
I don't know about that, actually. How do I share my screen here? I hit the.
You go up to the left-hand corner with the green box and arrow.
Okay. Let me get out of that. Green box and arrow.
And then it'll show different
different screens.
Select one. Beautiful. Right. Here it goes.
Let me shut this off here. Hold on a second. That reminded me. I had my.
That's my Canada chart.
Yeah. Okay. Oops.
Wow, it's only 37 degrees in Phoenix.
Yeah, I wanted, I wanted to introduce this, because it's cold. That's frost on the ground over there. Do you see that? Do you
Yeah,
see? Yeah, you see that.
yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's going to warm up to 68, and this is my tree that actually sheds leaves. So fall is here, and as
Yeah.
a gift to you, I picked this off my trees out there. They're over to the left there, but or to the left of that other tree for you, Dale, for Christmas and all. But I'll
Oh,
send them off to you. You
okay,
probably have them
buddy.
in,
Thank you.
you probably have
Thank
them
you,
off in
man.
California anyway. But
Glad to be around for another Christmas, Greg.
it's yeah, I know. I keep in my prayers and thoughts. You know that.
So
Um,
I
so getting
appreciate
back
that.
to getting
Yeah,
back
just on
to
the potter's wheel, buddy, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
So yeah, getting back, you think Janet's going to do it? Do you think that the break that we had in the dollar on Draghi's disappointing rhetoric was only a short-term interruption, or is there more downside in the dollar even if the Fed moves? I'm interested in what your charts are telling
Yeah,
you.
well, I picked the central tendencies here, because that's going to come out tomorrow as well. They do it when Janet speaks and all, and they have this old ubiquitous dot graph here as well. So I think the Fed has painted themselves in such a corner that they most definitely need to. Let me get rid of this here too. Got people speaking in my ear, and I don't know if that's coming through to
Oh,
you as
no,
well.
I'm not hearing it.
Okay,
But
let me just cross
here
them
we
up.
go.
But what so the Fed painted themselves in the corner. Just this plot graph right here said that they were going to tighten, and thankfully they didn't get.
I'm showing a go to meeting
Oh, okay, let me
page
get
up
that
there.
back here.
So do you think that they're moving just so they have tools in case there is an exogenous event?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're moving because they have to. I mean, going from 0.25 to 1/4 50. They got to get off the snide at some point.
Why don't you stop the screen sharing for a minute and then start it again and go to the desktop you want to show?
All right, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Screen share, screen one, share.
It's still showing me. Showing my Canadian chart.
Okay, stop sharing. Let's go. Let's do it again. Screen share. Oh, okay, I want to go here. I want to go. Where is it? Okay, there we go. How's that?
Got it.
All right. So the
I see the dots. Yeah.
Right. So the Fed painted themselves in the corner. They had to do something. Going from 0.25 to 25.50 is not a big deal. And I do think that the Fed is going to be as dovish as they possibly can. And I bring up the central tendencies here because this is an area where they can show their dovishness, and also, of course, the dot plot right here for 2016 to see if they could how that pans out for the end of 2016. The Fed always tends to over-promise. This dot plot has always been higher and always come down. Same here with the central tendencies. They had 2.4 to 2.7. They lowered it to 2.2 to 2.6. Who knows what they'll do within this scope of the range here? But this will be an area where they can show their dovishness off the during the process tomorrow, and of course Yellen will be speaking as well, so she has that opportunity to do that. So Dale, it's going to be an interesting 2016 because there's a lot of
Greg, we've been losing the currency war.
Right.
Okay, with the dollar strength, even China's entered it with the devaluation of the yuan.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's asked me. In fact, I think one of the questions on for the panel will be what could we do to reverse the slide in commodity prices, oil in particular, that's showing up, and stress in the high yielders. I think that if we crash the dollar, that would turn commodities, don't you?
Um, yeah, yeah, certainly. I mean that is one way of doing it. As far as things like oil prices go, I go back to when things were moving up toward $200, or everyone had the oil's going to $200 a barrel,
Yeah, peak oil.
It gets to the point where if it at that point I was talking to someone. I remember it clearly at a family party. He was in Chicago. He was a big, pit trader and all, and he said, "Well, it's going to 200." It's like the economies of the world are going to be on their backs at that time. If it goes to 200, it's just not possible.
The peak oil guys were right, but it wasn't the peak of production. It was the peak of price.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
now
now the world's complaining about $35 oil.
Right, exactly.
We're
And
never
there'll be
happy.
I gotta believe that there'll be a point where they say uncle, and it will be some headline that says, production isn't going to be raised, or it's gonna, there's always something, Dale. It's always the surprises that surprise, isn't it? And so, or that, it just gets so low that, it just knocks people out, and the supply just starts to come back in line and starts to move up. I think it'll be something more of a headline that, they finally say, okay, we had enough fun and games. Let's try to keep production from increasing. I know it doesn't seem that way right now with headlines that coming out still with increased production and supply and this, that, and the other. But again, it's
how about just allowing oil producers to export out of the U.S.?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's something that's a card that hasn't been played.
Right.
And,
yeah.
with that, the Democrats give that to the Republicans, and the Republicans give the Democrats an extension on the credit for green energy like solar.
Yeah. Well, all these balls are in play at the same time.
Or Donald Trump says that we're not going to allow any oil or Muslims to come into this country.
Yeah, he'll just he'll get it to the point where you and I aren't going to be allowed here either. So I mean, but
you'll be watching him tonight. I know you'll be watching him.
Yeah, I have him as when we're putting together sort of a year-end type of thing, and I kind of expect the euro to actually, I know it, all this talk about we're losing the currency war and all that other stuff, but the euro to continue to move lower, or it seems like that's still sort of the consensus of it. Now it's a little iffy now, and sort of it's kind of into the 2016 year. But one of my thoughts is this, Dale, is that it's talking about the Fed tightening, and one of the things the Fed tightening is going to do is it's going to then move to the next data point at some point. I don't know what happens tomorrow. We may go, the dollar may go weaker, it may go stronger on tightening, and then boom, shoot back to the upside, squeeze to the upside, move up to 112 or something like that, where I have resistance, and come back off. I don't know, but down the road when we get the next employment report, if that employment report comes out at 225, 250, does that mean that the Fed now, because they tightened in December, and all meetings are in play, that
the dynamic changes from if to how much?
Right, exactly,
Okay.
and because the Fed painted themselves in the corner with this one, like we're data dependent. How many times did they say that? They said that we're looking at inflation expectations. We're looking at the transitory effect. That we think that oil prices are transitory. What if oil prices get that little goose, and instead of being at, with a 34 handle, it goes up to a 42 handle or something like that? Are the
Yeah.
transitory effects now gone? Is it 2%, core inflation going to go to 2.2, 2.3, 2.5? Maybe if we don't tighten now, we are going to be behind the curve. We're going to have to tighten faster later on. All these little catchphrases that they've used coming into this meeting start to bite them in the butt again as the market then starts to wonder, well, does that mean January's in play? Do we get a January tightening? In which case the market's not expecting that. Or even a March tightening down the road. And so that's kind of my idea that why the dollar may continue to get stronger.
Okay.
Get into 2016.
I'm happy to say unlike the Fed, I'm not data dependent. I'm codependent on God. So,
Right, yes.
all right. So, with this data dependency, beautiful. We have some charts up here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, I'm always interested in seeing someone else's setup and what they're seeing. So,
Right.
I don't know about you, Greg. I'll just maybe have a small position and
Right.
ETFs or something going into this, but I really don't take currency positions into red events. The struggle for me is always I'm afraid I'm going to miss what I think is going to happen, but I also know that it's roulette.
Right.
And you could throw your charts away for an hour or a day or so. So you're just going to come into this event flat, and you're prepared with areas that, should the market react to, you might execute. That's kind of the way I do it.
Absolutely. It's that time of year where peace on earth, goodwill toward all men and women, and the opposite of peace is fear. And so that's why the fear causes you to do crazy things. You're not in sync. You don't have. So I always stress to people that this is the roulette wheel. It's a bet red and black. You might as well go to the casino and get a free drink and have.
Sounds
nice
good,
looking.
man.
Yeah, exactly. The view. So
I'm getting a feeling from you. Your bias is that this was just a short-term interruption in the bull market in the dollar, and you're looking for a continuation of the bull move in the dollar. I know a lot of dollar bulls have targets. Long talked about targets in the Dixie around 102.5.
Sure. Yeah.
I
would say, like I said earlier, we could get, tomorrow is not the
inflection point.
Or the catalyst for I don't think a stronger dollar. We've pretty much known the dollar that the Fed is going to tighten all through here, and yet we still moved sharply to the upside here in the euro. The dollar got weaker. We're just coming off here today because of this up here. You see this 100-day moving average up here. That's an overlay of the 100-day moving average. This blue line right here. I can put it on my daily chart here and show you the blue 100-day moving average right there. That's why we're coming off here today. One of the reasons, we just came off. The market doesn't like to stay at that, that juicy level up there. This is a 200-day moving average right below it here. So we have the 100 and 200-day moving average right on top of each other, and that's why I think the market came off a little bit here today. Not to mention, the fact that the Fed's going to tighten. But I think Dale, that the bet that the dollar's strength may actually, like I said, come in January if we get another stronger employment number and market traders start to say, oh, well, every meeting's live, so we got to take the dollar stronger at that point. So tomorrow may be, whipsaw to the downside and then a move back to the upside. But like you said, there are certain levels here that that may interest me from a trading perspective. And one of them here is a 200-hour moving average. Haven't been below that 200-hour moving average since the Draghi Super Thursday there, ECB day when the market went surging.
Where's that level coming in, Greg?
It comes in
Okay.
around the 109.21 to 25 level. Also corresponds
Okay.
with these lows right here. Now, it looks like we're heading right down to it here today, where I would expect that we get some buyers for this reason right here. Do you see my arrow, by the way?
No, I'm not seeing a cursor move. I'm showing a
Okay.
block of charts up here.
Okay, but do you see a big chart? The euro?
No, I'm looking
I
at
can't believe
just
this.
the euro, the yen. I'm looking kind of like at a bunch of different pairs, euro,
All
pound,
right.
5
Why
minute.
the
They look
heck
like
can I get this right? Let me take this off. Can I am embarrassed at my
no, it's okay. I
inadequacy
mean,
here.
normally there's a test, okay?
Right,
So, to prepare somebody for you.
right. So screen share. I want to go to screen 3 and share that. That's the chart I wanted. So the big one in the middle. You got that?
Yep, got it.
Yeah. All right. So you see the green line right here? That's the
Yeah, got it.
200-hour movement. Do you see my cursor now?
I do.
Okay,
Okay, we
cool.
got it. Now I
So,
see the picture.
yeah. So now we have these lows right here from last week, and then we have this 200-hour moving average. Up here was a 100-day moving average. We went boom, bing, right off of that level. Here's a 200-day moving average right here. This is an overlay on top of this hourly chart, and we held. We went a little bit above it here, came up to it
Right.
here. Every time we go above it, we fail. So this area is going to be key tomorrow for trading. If we move above it, then we could see some further that short covering moves that we've been seeing here. Remember, the euro is really short from a commitment of traders standpoint, and from other indicators out there, from some of the other brokers, that the market's still short the euro. So that squeeze is always possible, and it seems to me that we may actually have that with tomorrow with a tightening. The market goes down and then squeezes back to the upside. Wouldn't be surprised from it. That's just the way it is. We're in December as well, folks.
What do you make out of Greg? Kind of had the picture in the euro. What do you make out of the change of stance out of the BOJ? And the yen really started to slide last week before the S&P sell-off, kind of a risk-off, foreshadowing in the yen. You have a view on this? Because it's really been so range-bound. I guess you could go to different ranges, but what do you think that the Bank of Japan or the country of Japan is ready to join the less accommodative? They've been on QE for many years. That was behind the huge moves we had down in the yen, up in U.S. dollar yen. Do you think there's a shift occurring here that's subtle and could continue to unfold? Or with your view on a strong dollar into next year, are we finally going to take out 125 and head, towards 130 or so?
Well, that would be the directional favor, but you're right. Kuroda saying enough is enough, and we saw from a technical perspective, we moved from one area up here. You see all these lows right here. And we fell below that level, came up, tested it, moved back down here. But we did find some decent support here against another congestion area through here. This is a 4-hour chart of the dollar versus yen, and I think the market's just playing boxing. It's got the Dale boxing gloves on and moving back and forth in between levels here, and I think it's going to be influenced by how the dollar does overall, and also you got the stock market as well. I mean, we're seeing that idea that this where the flight into safety goes maybe back into the when stock markets go down, that flight into the relative safety of the yen, just because they've taken the pressure off of further stimulus down the road, or at least for
Right.
the time being. So
Right.
we're seeing kind of that dynamic take place. But I could also, just show from a technical perspective, getting below this level, coming up, testing it. These are the 100 and 200-day moving averages. They're both converged right here. When you think about it, you have 100 and 200-day moving average coming together at the same area. That's a
Yeah.
lot of time for those two things to converge. So it's kind of a special point right here. But it also says, Dale, that the market's not really sure which way it wants to go. And that's
So if we get through there, Greg, we could pop to another confluence of moving averages above there.
Absolutely, and so
you love when you get confluence of your moving averages, don't you?
I do, and and when you have other things like these floors and ceilings and stuff like that, I mean, and corrections. I mean, if you look at it, it traded really nicely from a technical perspective. Lots of different highs up here, lots of different lows right here. A breakthrough. I could probably put a Fibonacci on here. Probably come up to like 38.2 to 40% right here. Test that yellow area right there. Move below it.
Us old timers could eyeball fib levels. How about that?
Yeah, I know we can, can't we? We can probably take it right out. That's and I think that's a funny point, because I do think that the market kind of has that intuitive. We have that natural Fibonacci type of feeling within ourselves. That's why they have 38 point or 50% off sales. Because it kind of gets your attention, and when you get something like a 75% off or a 6, I saw I'm waiting for like Fibonacci sale prices, like 68.2% off sale at Macy's.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it in medicines.
Is that right?
I've seen 1.618 on a testosterone gel. They increased the strength to 1.618. It's amazing how the harmony of the universe works.
I know, and there is that natural, you can kind of feel where the 38.2, look at this, 100 and 200-day moving average and the 38.2 of this move to the downside right there at the same level. So
yeah, that's it pops through there. It looks like it would have destiny back to last week's recovery high. Something else interesting, as long as at the end of at the end of Friday, we look at the weekly action, right? At the end of the month, we look at the monthly action. To me, it looks like there's a bit of a transition going on in the Aussie, because it was a very vicious bear market from 115 to 68, 69 cents, and it has not made a new low. Going back to August, with the dollar making new highs, is it possible that we're starting to get a little bit of a turn in Aussie, especially, gold still looks lower, or do you think we could have one more washout in Aussie, take us to new lows next year?
Well,
I just think it's interesting, just like the dollar kept making new highs and the yen couldn't, the dollar's making new highs and the Aussie hasn't.
Yes,
Just something I noticed.
Even when commodity prices, that's the talk of the town, isn't it?
Yeah.
Iron ore prices and China.
No, actually, I think Adam. There's a rumor that Adam might be off the bachelor market. Is the talk of the FX world?
It's true. That is true.
And many women are weeping.
Actually. I know
many
that
women are weeping over that news. So you tell that heartbreaker.
I don't want to spoil any surprises, but ladies,
and tell him he's also going to have to increase his leverage on his trading now.
That's right. He's young. He's got to start saving for the kids' education.
Yeah, these young guys.
He was lamenting about his, he could have, his FXCM trade at the Swiss National Bank. He had it all set up and he didn't pull the trigger, so now he's got to do that.
You guys are a great crew, Greg.
It's a lot of fun. really honored to be there. I mean, it's just they are. I learned so much from them, and we kind of you know we you know, it's like a tag team. You know, I take care of the technical stuff. You know, Adam is just a master of piecing together the puzzles and
Yeah.
stuff, and Ryan has a view that's you know, more broad, and Mike is, you know, orders and flows and stuff. You know, it's just a great team. I'm really blessed to be there, actually.
So why don't we
So
wrap it? And I know, I'm probably asking you long range questions, Greg, and I know
that's
you're a
okay.
price action trader, and
Yeah,
you could have an idea today that could change tomorrow. But what do
absolutely.
you think? You said 2016 is going to be an interesting year.
Hmm.
What do you think is really going to be something that might surprise people in 2016?
Oh, you know, Trump. Uh,
Martin Armstrong actually thinks he could be elected because people like him
hmm.
because no one owns him. And
Right.
that even Democrats, to me, the whole swing towards the right and nationalism, not just here
Hmm.
but everywhere in the world, kind of reminds me of the 30s. But
Hmm.
we'll see how this turns out. So that could be the surprise, is that Donald Trump
You know,
wins. That would
that's
be yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's gonna be it'll be, not just here, but how the world takes it as well. I'm
Well,
sure.
I keep thinking of his apprentice line, and I definitely will be. Be
Hmm,
afraid. Be very
right.
afraid, is what he used to say. And you know
I
what? He's translated that into his campaign rhetoric. Be afraid.
Well, no
So
doubt. I mean,
not much
you're.
scares me anymore, buddy.
I know, and you know, how do you control fear? By defining risk, limiting risk. And I'm not sure, he's doing a lot of that, but well, maybe, who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Some other things that are
Maybe the big surprise is that even if the market equity's correct, that
hmm.
the big surprise is that the Dow goes to 40,000 in the next couple of years.
You know, the stock market's always always a wild card, always a possibility. We kind of, we've been up and down and up and down all through this year. And didn't, treading water the whole time. People keep on looking for that big flush out and sale, but every time, today or this week, we went below all
Yeah,
moving averages and bounced back here today. I don't know how
yeah.
it's going to end up, but I always pay attention to those things. The other things maybe is, wage inflation. Does it materialize? Does it not? What happens if we get an uptick in if the job growth slows and we get an uptick in the unemployment rate? China. I think they continue to. I think the whole China transition is not something that you just turn on and turn off. You don't just go
Right.
from, full speed ahead to now we're going to head into a service economy that's going to be focused on consumerism and stuff like that. I mean,
Well,
there's a whole transition there.
I've been talking about this for a long time. The Fed's been around for over 100 years,
Hmm.
and I've seen the Fed misstep, and
Yeah.
yet they're the veteran, maybe besides the Bank of England, on the
Hmm.
Fed central bank roster. And
Hmm.
China's only been at it for about 20 years. So
Yeah.
if veteran central bankers can make missteps, how about inexperienced ones?
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of Trump or whatever, if he starts looking, the first thing he said he was going to do was put on some export or some tariffs and stuff like that, and the fact that they're
Another 30s. That rhymes with the 30s too, doesn't it? Protectionism.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
So anyway,
so.
it's really a day at a time in this business, isn't it? Do the right thing today, tomorrow takes care of itself.
Well, I think in the immediate term, with the decision tomorrow and it pretty much being a done deal and really telegraphed the entire way that we're into 2014, 2016, and it's gonna start at that point, and we're gonna have a lot of the balls in the air, still up in the air at that time. So that's one of the reasons why I like to look at those charts. And like you say, if the tide turns from being bullish to being more bearish, like here on the Aussie chart, if it goes below that blue line right there or above the green line,
Yeah.
that's what I see. That says markets are buying. The price, the big boys out there are buying, or the big boys are selling, and you just go from level to level to level, and you step it along the way. I can never get from Arizona to California without crossing through Phoenix and heading down out the highway and crossing over the border and all that other stuff. There are lots of little pit stops along the way that I drive through to get to your glorious state over there to see my son in LA, and so that's the way I look at trading. It's just like, get through here, go through here, go through here. And if you get to the ocean and get to see the sunset before it goes down, that's a bonus for me.
Nice metaphor. You want to show your website, Greg, and how people could get involved with you guys? I know your personal Twitter handle is at Greg Mike FX, and your company Twitter handle is at Forex Live.
Exactly. ForexLive.com, of course. Hold on a second. Let me drag this up into the screen here.
So this course you were talking about at the beginning of the interview, is there a fee for the course?
There is. We try to make a living here as well, but we we have other ideas coming out in 2016 that will also be a little bit of fee generation, or have a little fee, but it's not going to be exuberant, and hopefully what you get out of it is much more than what you put in. The thing is, Dale, that people come to Forex Live, and every day we have the same audience come. They're very sticky. They like what they read. And so we wanted to take it to another level and give them some trader education in a formal type of way with people that they trust. And so that's the idea behind the whole thing. And that's what we do. That's what we're doing.
Well, it was great getting together with you today, Greg. And
I hope to be back in 2016, and I wish you and yours all the very best for a great Christmas holiday season and a fantastic New Year. And that's all we can. At the end of the day, that's the bottom line, my friend.
So I hope that pips rain down on you and Forex Live continues its success, and wish everyone on your team happy holidays from Dale Pinkard. And so nice to talk to you again, Greg. I thank you for all the support, moral that you gave me over the last year or so, and all of your prayers were answered. I'm still standing, buddy.
I know, my friend. Keep on fighting and smiling along the way.
Thank you, Greg. Everybody, thank you, Greg Michalowski. Thank Greg for his time. You could follow him at Forex Live along with Adam and the rest of the team, and follow Greg at Greg Mike FX on Twitter. Good hunting, my trading warrior brother. I'll talk to you soon.
You too. Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Greg.
Take care.
Everyone enjoy Greg. How about a thank you for the guy? Hi, Sinatra. How are you? So that's Greg Michalowski, a step at a time. Get from one point to another, and the long term will take care of itself. Do the right thing today, and tomorrow will take care of itself, just like right here in the yen. It was the right thing to trade the third drive on this candle, and here you go. You're up about 100 pips on that call. Nice trade for Jacks. We talked about the third drive in the pound last Friday, This was a great trade as well. So, and these were just my ideas. There have been tons of great ideas in this room. I see a couple of new handles in here. Welcome, Safer Rahman, to our community. Everyone doing okay? Yeah, he's a pro. Greg's a pro. And a great, and a gentle spirit and a gentleman. How are you? Nice to meet you. How about a welcome to Lar? We have a doctor in the house. We have a doctor in the house. Hello, MD. How are you? Mary FX, welcome. The interview is finished, and I'm on live. I'm going to be wrapping it up in the next 10 minutes. Doug's got a screen share. This is how we work together. Doug, thank you for your share. I believe it's your first share here today. Nice look, interesting look on the Dixie. And so we could get to 99 on the ARC. Rally back to 99 and fail again. Thank you, Doug. Very nice look in the Dixie. Nice look. Thank you, Doug. So it's my mission every day to build up and edify traders. Hope I accomplished that again today. And thank you everyone else for helping me accomplish it with the sharing of your work. Sinatra, how are you doing? And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life on earth, I've traveled each and every highway, oh, and more, much more than this. I did it Lars way. So do it Lars way, everybody. Yes, Ricardo's from Argentina. And he called it out right up here. Ricardo's a top gun. So that's why I say in LAR, we have the best mastermind community on the net. No, it's still have a few minutes, MD. Say you want a new car, trade the guppy in LAR. You're renting and you want to buy a house, hang with us before you click your mouse. Hang with us before you click your mouse. All right, Greg's through. MD, so that's what the interview is completed. Interview's done. But it's recorded, it will be tweeted, it will be there for you to review at your convenience. Okay? We record all of these interviews, so you'll be able to hear Greg at any time you want. Everyone doing all right? Everyone hanging in there? Welcome on air from Bangladesh. Where is he? Yes, the interview's over. Yes, Mary. Okay. Okay. You could watch it with us tomorrow, Val. We're going to be covering the Fed Live tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern time before the decision. But I recorded it, so you'll be able to watch it later, MD. He is your boss. Nice shot, Rick, on your guppy. Okay, here's my wrap up. Guppy on its way to 180. Little bear flag here. This was a nice retrace to sell. I think we're on our way to 181. The pound we were hip to last week, look at that. I talked about last week that I thought we could trade 49 again. I talked about a few different elements on the pound. Talked about the rising wedge. I talked about the confirmed low at 49 and again here at 48 and a half. 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. US dollar yen, the third drive manifested. Nice call. From here yesterday, 1, 2, 3, take a picture. USD CAD, I'm still looking for a push up to above 138 and still believe the Aussie is going to give me an opportunity to consider longs, maybe around the under the 71 handle. So it will show up on the website and it'll be tweeted. So I want to thank everyone for their great shares today. Thank you, MD. Valerie, nice to meet you. Forex Stop Hunter, Mary Doug, Planet, Fab Sinatra, my target, Abel. That's all I see right now on my Tico screen. There's about 10 of you. And I'll see everyone tomorrow pre-Fed. Pre-Fed, I'm going to have someone from Elliott Wave Forecast. Daniel will be with us. I have another guest tomorrow, and then we'll be live with Val and Yohei and Mauricio and me for the Fed tomorrow. So thank you, everyone, for your attention. Any questions before I say goodbye? Any questions? Yes. I do. I do. Any other questions? Abel? You're welcome, Abel. So what do you say to all these new members, Abel? A lot of new handles coming in here. Thank you, Rick. Nice work. Once again. For the Fed, yes. It'll be on the FX Street website, homepage, live coverage. And then you may want to consider registering for our panel. Addenda, maybe you could post a link for both the live coverage for the Fed, and then the panel on Friday. You're welcome, Fab, my trading warrior brother. Thank you for your loyalty and hanging out with us. I hope that LAR is adding value to your trading experience here at FX Street. Hope that's doing that for everybody. So there's the panel. Adam Button, Ashraf, Boris, Val will be on the panel. Ivan and I will be moderating the panel on Friday. And live coverage for the Fed tomorrow. Do you have a link for that, Adinda? And then thank you very much. You're ahead of me. So good hunting, everybody. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Money comes and goes. Time is gone forever. Make it count. Adios, Sinatra. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. Thank you, Larians. Adios.